Like a chump, 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 like a chump. Okay. You can take that, pick it up here, pick it up here, pick it up here, pick it up here. Stick it up, yo. Stick it up, yo. No, nothing. Nothing. Stick it up, yo. Stick it up, yo. Stick it up, yo. Stick it up, yo. Woo! What's up, everybody? How are we doing today? See, now I'm peaking. Y'all were telling me yesterday my mic was low. Fuck off. All right, what's up, everybody? How are y'all doing? Oh my god. I don't know if I'm ready for this god blessed MamaMax rest of the video. Good morning, bruh.
To her dog until she
Shut up. Shut up, MamaMax. Shut up. There's no way to be ready for it, right? Okay, hold on. Let's take the speed to 1.5. Cut them closed captions on. Mid work stream, yes. Hi, Tiger. Yeah, I was there for part of it, Apollo. Harley was funny as shit when he called in last night and Nick, though. That was hilarious. Harley's a good guy. Harley's a funny guy. Oh, Mater, that's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, let me blow my nose real quick and then we'll get started. As you can tell by my voice, I just woke up. Literally, just woke up. I woke up at less than an hour ago. All right, hold on. Harley was a funny as fuck guy. Harley, because of Facebook, Epic Mealtime was actually like I did watch some drama alerts every now and then, like back in the day. But I would say as a regular YouTube show, Epic Mealtime was the first regular YouTube show I watched. Cause I thought it was funny as shit. And just stupid. And I love Harley's voice. What's up, Olivia? Yeah, they were hilarious. Thoughts on Anissa and Ian stepping away from Creator Clash 3? They should just shut that shit down. Just shut the whole fucking thing down. Nobody gives a fuck about Creator Clash 3. iDubbbz already fucking ruined it with his goddamn videos. And who he's aligning himself with. It's fucked. It's over. It's done. Okay, Con. No problem. Medley, it's such a fucking scam. Oh my god, Amber Chick. Hey, Amber. That's how I'm feeling this morning, Amber. All right, let's get through this shit. I feel like I'm gonna end up throwing something watching this. All right, the part that we have been waiting for. This is the part I really wanted to go. You know what? As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me see if I could pull up these old notes from 2024 on this bitch. Hold on. Let's see if I still got the notes. I want to say I did not erase them. Okay, hold on. Did I erase them? No! I still have my folder with 4 notebooks on Spencer. Hold on. Yeah, because this bitch, Spencer, fun fact, she changed her timeline based on who she was talking to sometimes. And then I mapped it out. God, I wish I could show y'all my notes. Then I mapped it out. Hold on, I think it's at, oh my God, there's 32 fucking pages. Hold on. Can I just go to the last page? Is that possible? Or do I have to like scroll through all these pages? Come on, 32. Get to 32. Because I could have sworn I mapped out her timeline. It might not have been here. Hold on. Oh, Spencer timeline. I had a notebook just for that. Because I was trying to figure out her timeline. Her timeline was like all over the place back then. Netherless, yes. It's absolutely abysmal. It's 100% abysmal. It's like hell. There we go. And then I have a goal for y'all. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for this bullshit. Why did he name his dog after the son of the sloth? I have no fucking clue. Okay, everybody's ready? Everybody's ready? Everybody's ready? All right, let's do it. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right.
Find a friend who will foster her dog until she gets on her feet.
Hold on.
To abandon.
No, we gotta go
Cover
back.
people not involved with them. Helping. Max. Why is Spencer claiming you're starving her? Just for context, Spencer is the cult survivor we were helping. Max Star.
Spencer is a stupid asshole who tells really wild ass stories and has a really wild ass imagination and didn't think that there would be any women who would hear her story and go, oh, yeah, you can get pregnant 4 times in 3.5 months, no problem. Bruh. I don't know, just go with it, Netherless.
Starving and hurting Spencer? Looks like Spencer is on Facebook in groups asking for money for moving. She is claiming Max is domestically abusing her and starving her. She doesn't say his name, but it's very implied because she lives with him. Wasn't Max supposed to give her a bunch of money? Seems like she spent it or he lied. Here's screenshots I got, but covered people not involved with him. I met this young girl online from a post she shared in a local group. She's doing her best to get out of a really bad domestic situation. She's trying to get back local to stay with friends where she will no longer have to starve, but can't bring herself to abandon her dog there. I know some don't get it, but some will. She found a friend who will foster her dog until she gets on her feet. She just needs some help. Even small donations add up.
Okay, so I would like to put it out to the jury. All right. Jack Walker for 5. She was starving. Seriously. Right. Right. Just saying. We're not going to fat shame, though. Listen, I'm a former fatty. All right. I'm not going to fat shame my people. They're still my people. Okay. Okay. So when all this stuff came up on Reddit and that one dude that I can't even remember his damn name, but he made that video where it's obviously somebody who was close to Spencer giving him the information, and it was, like, really fucking obvious, and it was really obvious that these arguments were like, I don't know how I feel about that. I called it out. I called out the Reddit post. Remember that one Reddit post where it was the quote unquote old friend of Spencer's who made a Reddit post? I'm like, where's the proof? I see no proof whatsoever of any of this. There's no way I'm running with this story about MamaMax and going, MamaMax is evil. He did this to Spencer. Because Spencer was just as bad, if not worse, than MamaMax. So I'm not going to, excuse me for not sitting down and going, oh, Spencer, honey, was MamaMax really bad to you? No, I wasn't going to do it. Because she was just, I got more mad at Spencer than I did MamaMax with this story.
This is a fucking scam. Where's my nacho fries?
All I can tell you is that we had plenty of food when she was living here. We always got her food every time she asked. When she wasn't buying her own food, I would go to the food bank and get her food or pay for her food or share our food with her. I even got her $31.63 worth of Taco Bell while she was packing her stuff, and barbacoa tacos at her request before she left. Besides that, I don't know. So are the allegations that Spencer brought up true? You decide for yourself. So apparently one of her friends leaked a private message.
Oh, it was such shit. It was such shit. This whole post here. Hold on.
You decide for yourself. So.
Wait. Yeah. I think it was this. Hold on. The finally sent in my team by Diesel with permission to post everyone. I have known Spencer. Yeah, I have known Spencer since I was 15. Yeah, that whole post kick fucking rocks. I read that shit and I was like, pfft, whatever, bruh. Whatever. Y'all, okay, listen. There is a problem. There is a deep-seated problem on the internet, and this is what it is. You have a hated figure like MamaMax, right? And then before you know it, you have all these other people coming out of the woodwork and wants the clout off of, I have a story about MamaMax or somebody in the MamaMax camp. Yeah, you remember it. Yes, Fauci. Yes. And you have all these people who come out of the woodwork wanting the clout off of everybody hating them and going, "Oh, I have something, like being a fucking pick me," right? And then you have content creators who get roped into it. Then you have content creators who their hate is so strong for another content creator, they don't see past reason. They don't see fucking logic. They just go with any story that anybody throws to them because they're fucking stupid. Stop muddying the waters with bullshit.
Apparently, one of her friends leaked a private message that I guess she was sending out to all her friends. So I ended up moving in with the YouTuber that was supposed to help me expose the cult, as it was my last resort. So this is true. Spencer moved in because she was in the middle of a crisis, getting kicked out of her family home. She had nowhere else to stay. And since we were making a documentary, I thought it would be beneficial to have her close, especially since a big part of this documentary was to get her independence. There's also multiple people living.
Rule number 1. And I had to learn this early. Now, I didn't go as far as this, but I had to learn this early. Okay? When you're investigating a story and there is a victim or victims involved, do not get personally invested in them. They are not your friends. They are a subject. I mean, don't treat them cold-hearted, don't get me wrong, but do not become their friends. Okay? Been there, done that. I deleted a whole fucking series because of that. It was with that redheaded chick and she had the 3 girls come out on her. Yeah. I had to learn that the hard way. And after that story, I was like, never again. Never again will I do that. Yeah, you remember that Amber chick? You remember that. Remember how they used to always come into my chat and they were like giving money and shit like that? It was crazy. Yep, and Stan remembers. Yeah, never again. Never again. I'll talk to him, give him respect as a human being talking to him, but there is no friendship. None.
Living at my house. She's been a family friend for years, and so I didn't think it would be weird if we invite her to stay in one of the empty rooms we have, temporarily. Even her father came to meet me and my other roommates, and we all agreed this arrangement was fine. But of course, the internet made malicious rumors about us because of this. In retrospect, it was a bad idea. I know, guys. You tried to tell me. Because she is a disrespectful roommate, a very demanding individual, and a hyperreactive personality, which we will address soon. He promised to cover food, medical, everything. Well, he only wanted to help for the money, so he never paid any of my medical from the start. This isn't true. I paid for her first few bills, but then after everything that happened, I literally could not afford to even keep us in this house unless we were all working together. And so she agreed to get a job and start earning on her own, which is what I wanted her to do anyway, so she could become independent. He was buying food at first.
She's a grown-ass woman. Her ass needed to get a fucking job in the first fucking place. The fuck? Oh, wait. She thought she was going to go... Wait, how many subscribers did he have? Like 500K or something like that? What? She thought she was going to go to a big YouTuber's house and have him pay for everything? That's what she wanted, because she was a lazy bitch. Can we all just agree? Spencer was a lazy bitch. She was a lazy bitch that wanted internet clout. Now, that's not saying she wasn't a victim of what happened, because we still don't know the fucking story on that. All right? But guess what? Not all victims are the perfect victim. She was internet clout hungry, bro. When I heard behind the scenes, people were previously worried because Max is especially weak towards women, but who knows how much he lies too. He's very weak towards women, but he's also very manipulative towards women. Again, I have a private phone call Max and I had about Charlie, aka the YouTuber Cringy, that is still on my channel right now, private, for just in case I ever wanted to drop the goddamn thing, but no need really. But he tries to manipulate me, and I'm like, bruh, get the fuck out of here. Papa Hurl for 10. Damn straight. All hail Xylie. Hell yeah.
But then he tanked his career, which in turn has people convinced I'm a bad person like him, so people are stalking me online. So there are people stalking her and me online.
Yep.
There is a community of cyberstalkers that are really quite disturbing and are genuine.
Oh, that's who it was. That's who it was that made the video. It was Hadrian. That video fucking sucked. That video was a waste of time. And there is a group dedicated to follow every move of MamaMax. It is amazing. And those people are crazy.
Genuinely cyberstalking.
First of all, I was one of the OG people to cover MamaMax. I was actually the person who got the feds sicked on him, which was a secret for a long time.
So this is just one of my many cyberstalkers who has a documented history of stalking not just me, but many other people.
I have the right to remain silent. Anything I say can and will be used against me on the internet. I have the right to not say anything at all about this. We're just gonna keep it rolling. All right? All I'm gonna say is, yeah. That's all.
They describe themselves as legitimately insane on their YouTube About page, and has obsessively created a number of disturbing videos about me, including one that's so egregious that it's unlisted, where he is stalking me, finding and murdering one of my team members, and decapitating them and sacrificing their severed head on an altar, or something. These are the types of sources for the defamation campaign, and again, he is just one of—
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't believe I'm doing this. First of all, fuck you, MamaMax, for making me defend this motherfucker. Okay? Fuck you, MamaMax, for making me defend this motherfucker. Been a member for 7 months, so here's to many more. Thank you. You can't get upset on how he made that video. Have you seen the cringy shit you make? You literally had a video called Puppy Stomp. Max. You can't sit there and use what he did in a video about shooting someone, severing their head. Bro, have you seen the cringy shit you make? He just wasn't like as high def as yours was. You can't get on him for doing that.
Of many cyberstalkers that frequent the MamaMax cyberstalking subreddits. So in the beginning, I did advise Spencer to remain anonymous until the end of the documentary, but she did not like the idea. I warned her about the tactics people may use against us and suggested leaving.
First off, you don't have to apologize, Life Habit. I'm stoked to hear that you like the ideas. Keeping identity anonymous at the beginning adds a sense of gravity and urgency to the story. Oh, that's Max. Okay, wait.
But she did not like the idea. I warned.
Wait. How do they think I could derail it? Zeke, 3 things. Imagine feeling threatened by Himpleton. 2, Max doesn't respect women, but is terrified of them. Hi, Auntie Xylie, love the stream. Thank you, Zeke.
Her about the tactics people may use against us and suggested leaving the online interactions to me, but she continued to be hyper-reactive, and even after I told her that my subreddits are not actually mine, but are targeted by cyberstalkers, she still chose to interact with them. Every time I gave her advice—
Because she wanted that internet clout. She wanted that clout. She wanted that attention.
she ignored it. So she can blame me for people cyberstalking her, but you can't protect someone that isn't going to listen. So people are stalking me online, and wants me out because he's not making money off of me, but still wants to make money off of me. I never wanted to make money off of her. I even told her she didn't want to do the documentary, and I told her that's okay. Hey Spencer, your birthday is coming up later this month, and I'd like to take you back to Xylie to be with your family. While we're there, we should figure out the healthiest living situation for you. This current one isn't supporting the best lifestyle for any of us, and I don't want to add unnecessary pressure by pushing too hard or dealing with an eviction process. I still believe your story is incredibly important and should be shared with the world. I'd like to help you write a memoir about your experiences both in and out of the cult alongside finishing this documentary. Let me know what you think and if you have any questions. I guess I'll have to find housing for Belfie so I don't lose him for good. Anywhere I'd have to go, can't house him. And honestly, I'd rather not do the documentary or anything else regarding the cult. It's not good for my mental health and I don't ever want to be in the public eye again after what happened. We can care for Belf if needed. And I don't blame you, we don't have to do the documentary. Your health is priority. But later down the line when you're feeling better, you should absolutely consider writing a book. Your experiences are important and you're not alone. But still wants to make money off of me? He got me a dog. We'll come back to that. He got me a dog and had me move everything I owned to anchor me. Yeah, I did not want her to move everything to anchor her. I did not know she was bringing her entire life with her, and she spent a
Goddamn.
lot of money. I simply wanted to document her experience throughout this entire process. I figured out a foster for my dog until I can figure permanent housing out. So I offered to keep him because I love that guy. And she said it was the last resort. Hey Spencer, I'm sorry things didn't go as planned. The internet is a strange place these days, and I thought reaching out to the right people would make everything okay. What happened to us was really traumatizing, not gonna lie, and I know therapy will help both of us. I encourage you to take all the healthiest steps. I want to see you happy again. I think going home is the best choice for you. All your roots are in DFW, and hopefully the green will cheer you up. Rest assured, Belf will always be yours, but we'll take good care of him if you need us to. I know things were tense at times living together, but I think time and space will help. You'll always have a friend in me, and if you ever want to talk, please reach out. I still believe you have an important story that needs to be heard, now more than ever. Get the recovery you deserve, but please don't ever give up. Thank you for being concerned about my mental well-being. I hope you are doing well, and if not, also seek the help that I am. I'm currently seeking a home for Belfie, as him staying here would be last resort, and I would hate to burden you further with taking care of him. You are right, this is an important story, but at this time I think I need to put the project on hold as I try to work on myself. But my biggest issue is needing someone willing to drive the full 18 hours from Dallas to here and back. I have the U-Haul trailer figured out, but I'm panicked because if I don't get out after my dog leaves on the 15th, I'll be stuck here until after my birthday, and have no way to really feed myself. None of that is true. How would I get my stuff back? Pack a few suitcases for the trip. We'll leave on the 24th early in the morning. Once y'all figure out the permanent residence for you, I'll pay for a pod and load it up and send it to you. That sound good?
Listen, here's the problem we have right now, okay? Here's the problem we have right now. You're dealing with two very manipulative people, okay? Ridiculously manipulative. Two of them. So, take that as you will.
I have somewhere my stuff can go already. I could honestly pack up whatever would fit for now in my friend's car so you don't need a big pod, and she could come get me sooner if you'd prefer. I'll be staying with her anyways. I've been having to live off donating plasma because I was limited to remote work, and I don't qualify for anything remote due to my experience. So she wasn't the only one living off of donating plasma. We were all donating plasma because times were tough. I was limited to remote work. That's because we all got jobs and none of us could drive her to work. And she couldn't really perform at an actual job, so remote work was the best option for her. What the absolute hell did you send me? It's for AI training. It's legit, I promise. Dude, I don't have the brain capacity to answer everything at once. If this is the application, how hard is the job? Applications can be long, but the $20 an hour makes it worth the effort. I know you're capable of writing out complex ideas. I believe in you. I probably could if my mind didn't feel like a 50-car collision, but I don't have the mental energy for all that writing. If I did, I wouldn't have so many unfinished stories from the past 5 years sitting in my docs. I called more vape shops and sent my resume. Super proud of you for job searching. Just a heads up, we are about to be super busy with work, so carpooling will be less frequent, and a high-paying remote job would be best for you guys. More money means more chances to take care of your health, and better health will lead to an awesome life. This AI training job is a perfect opportunity. I know writing can be draining right now, but using your creative brain is like building a muscle. It gets easier and even feels empowering with enough time and effort. You might even get back to finish those stories, as you absolutely should. That's just my recommendation. I won't force it on you if you don't want it, but also don't give up so easily. I believe in you, but believing in yourself is what truly matters. So as you can see, she didn't even really want to try. He's not physically hurting me, but was withholding funds that were supposed to be mine since January. Saw me struggling to donate plasma just to feed my dog and myself. So the funds were meant for all of the survivors, not just for her. And after I discovered she was mishandling the money...
That's one thing that we kept saying. Going, wait a minute, wasn't the money for all the survivors and not just her? You literally had one of them on Facebook begging for fucking Pampers. Asking people for like $20 for fucking Pampers or something like that. Like what? That money wasn't just for you, bitch.
for her personal expenses, I took over as the financial manager. Also, she wanted to donate plasma. She was always asking us to take her to donate plasma. Even then, we never let Belf go hungry, whether or not she was paying for his food or not feeding him. Gaslights me and also tried to convince me to break up with Michael. I don't know what she means by gaslighting her, and I never tried to convince her to break up with her boyfriend. I was just asking her if she was in a healthy relationship, because by her own words, she has been in abusive relationships before.
Why wasn't she living with her motherfucking boyfriend then? Papa Heart, these people sound better at excuses rather than making problems better. True. Very true. Thank you.
And as a friend, this current one didn't look that great, to me and pretty much everyone else. Mainly because he enables her self-isolation. She stayed in her room and talked to him 24/7. That looked very unhealthy to me. He had $5,000 that
That's because she's like one of those Discord people that never leave Discord and don't have any friends outside. Well, let's put it this way. Spencer needs to touch grass. Spencer lived on the internet. Lived on the internet. That's all she did. Octoline, thank you for oh my god, gifting 1 membership. Thank you.
he was supposed to give back to me as funds for the survivors of the cult, but everyone else fucked off. I asked for the money every now and again, but his excuse was always something about bills. Yes, bills are real. I finally remembered again today, and he's taking $1,700 in expenses. And I told her I could itemize those expenses, but she said it was fine. Also, whatever happened to the $5,000 in survivor funds I sent back to you in January for the GoFundMe, it could really help me access better mental health treatment when I leave, as well as get me situated when I arrive, and possibly even a storage unit for my valuables so I don't have to worry about moving everything I own in the future if I don't need it. It would really make things 10 times easier. You still have $3,300 after expenses. All I ask is to give me time to send it. Is 5 payments of $660 per month okay? What expenses? Housing and utilities, Belf's property damage, the hitch, etc. Would you like me to provide an itemized breakdown? No, that's fine. Just wanted to double check. Could you possibly send that first payment before Belfie leaves so I can get him a bag of food for his trip? But I decided it was better to give the rest of the money to the other survivors because Spencer used the money for personal expenses. Hey, I'm in the...
Oh. Oh.
rest of the money to the other survivors because Spencer used the money for personal expenses. Hey, I'm in the ER right now and may be admitted. I really need that second payment by tomorrow, please. Hey, Spencer, what are you in the ER for? Respiratory came in last Monday too, but I've not improved. I wake up literally unable to breathe at all, and I'm now admitted. Just waiting to be transferred, but I have 2 ER visits to pay off now. They're giving me magnesium right now. I'm really sorry to hear that, but I've already distributed the remaining funds to other survivors since it was meant for everyone. However, I can definitely send you some resources for financial assistance with medical bills if you'd like. No, you said you would be paying me $3,300. You don't get to go back on that after a little bit of time has passed. You do not get to make decisions about where the funds go without talking with me about it. You knew I needed therapy and agreed to payments. You need to honor that. I understand you're expecting payment, but after reviewing the contract, it's clear that the financial responsibilities weren't met, and the majority of the funds were used for your personal expenses. Unfortunately, since the documentary wasn't completed, you're not entitled to any remaining funds. If you're not interested in the medical resources I offered, I'm afraid there's nothing more I can do at this point. I hope things improve for you.
Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Then again, we're dealing with Max here. I hope these DMs are real. I really, really hope these DMs are... Please, listen. I don't pray to Sky Daddy, but I really hope these DMs are real. It's Max, so I have to question it. But, my God, I hope they're real. Papa Hurl, thank you for the 5 for the goal.
So I just want to bring up the fact that she gets free therapy through an organization known as LifePath, plus her respiratory problems are caused by her own chronic smoking. Here's one out of many conversations we had regarding her smoking. Consulting for medical coding, but it's expensive. That's a job? It can be, but I'd have to go to school for it. Proud of you for searching already. I'd be down to put you through school, you just have to commit and we would need financial aid, but that sounds awesome. I agree. Do you know someone that can help forge me a high school diploma? I also need to figure out for sure what I'd want to do. Just get your GED. Committing crimes is only going to harm you in the long term. If you need help getting started, that's what I'm here for. Education will absolutely help in every area of your life. That just costs more time and money, though. It's a very powerful investment that will help throughout your life. With that said, chronic marijuana use will hinder your learning.
This bitch wanted to have somebody forge a high school diploma. Oh, dear God. Oh, my God. say it ain't so. Oh my God, say it ain't so.
Significantly. So if you want to pursue that, then you'll have to find alternative forms of medication. Then education is out. I have no other form of pain relief that doesn't risk addiction. Okay. And I'd rather not be in pain than be book smart. Understood, but it's an option that I cannot recommend enough for positive long-term impact. Also, you don't have to completely quit to... Understood, but it's an option... Okay. Then education is out. I have no other form of pain relief that doesn't risk addiction.
I have no other form of pain relief that doesn't risk addiction, and I'd rather not be in pain than be book smart. That has got to be one of the most retarded things I've ever read. What?
Okay. And I'd rather not be in pain than be book smart. Understood, but it's an option that I cannot recommend enough for positive long-term impact. Also, you don't have to completely quit to pursue education. I'm just personally recommending moderation if you do want to pursue education. But please don't give up on your education. You can do great things for the world, and that will only help accelerate you towards an incredible future. Okay, I'm done now. Sorry for the spam. If you make a post...
Kiku, thank you for being a member for 11 months. Am I the only one who just facepalmed repeatedly? No, you're not.
Please just don't name me, as people on Reddit are stalking me because of this YouTuber, and I don't want to add any fuel to their fire, but hey, even calling around means the world. I'm taking what I can get at this point. So I think Spencer was just trying to villainize me so people will feel more sorry for her and more inclined...
Lily, thank you for being a member for 9 months. I appreciate it.
To help, but I did try my best to help her.
Yes, Papa Hurl, these DMs talk like they're in a movie. Yes, you know why? Because they're both overdramatic pieces of shit. They're both overdramatic pieces of shit. I don't know how else to put it to you. They feel like they're living in a movie. They act like they're living in a movie because everybody is supposed to have eyes on them. What's up, Verse?
Here's just one example where I'm trying to figure out what she needs. Do you want to go to the movies with us tonight? Can I let you know by 2 or so, having a bad pain flare-up? That's fine. Do you need anything for the pain? I took ibuprofen, but it doesn't help. It's your hip? Hip and lower back, locked and swollen. Do you want me to bring you an ice pack? It can reduce inflammation and alleviate pain. Ice makes mine worse, unfortunately. Also, I think maybe I should wait until next movie night. Aside from the hip pain, I just don't feel up to it since I've been cramping from the monostat. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry, you will be missed. Do you need to go to the hospital? The cramping is sadly normal with monostat. It's also caused bleeding, but I should be fine. Okay, stay strong. So, I did not want to believe it, but it has become clear to me now.
I'm sorry. I gotta look this up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, so can it... Wait. Cause cramping. Okay, yeah, it's a side effect. It's a side effect of monostat. I just looked it up. All right.
Now that Spencer is dishonest. While making these allegations, she acted nice towards me, and I genuinely thought we were friends this whole time. You'll see here, when I found out about the allegations, I thought she was being impersonated. No, someone shared my post about needing help to send Belfie to North Carolina for his foster and training, and she was under the assumption it was something like that, so called it a...
No, he is not fucking playing the Skyrim music. Is he really putting Skyrim music in here? Is he really? Complexity. Love this segment because it's just Max crying about Spencer doing to him what he did to Night Docs, not clarifying rumors or making public statements for one's benefit. True. Stop. You have violated the law. Ah! Oh, shit. God damn it. This is going to be another long fucking stream, I can tell already.
You'll see here, when I found out about the allegations, I thought she was being impersonated. No, someone shared my post about needing help to send Belfie to North Carolina for his foster and training, and she was under the assumption it was something like that, so called it a domestic situation. I corrected her, but I guess Reddit saw before that and ran with it as she got a message from a backdated FB profile with AI-generated profile pictures saying this shit. I see. Would you be okay to put out a statement on your YouTube? Just letting everyone know you're okay. You don't have to be specific unless you want to. I'd rather not, as it'll only fuel them more. They don't care, they just want to speculate. Someone on my friends list is doing this as the messages mention my cooking from when I moved in, and I just want to disappear from the internet altogether now. I spent too much energy panicking about it last night, and I can't afford to put any more into it.
I guarantee you she is not off the internet. And I also guarantee you, when this video came out, okay, I guarantee you she watched the video and she's watching everyone who covered the video. She's probably especially watching everybody who covered it back then. Amber Chick says, these people seem hella annoying. Just my observation. Amber Chick, listen, you're a smart lady. All right. I've known you for years now. All right. You're a smart ass lady. A retard would know that these people are hella fucking annoying. Literally. They're annoying as fuck. Hold on. Excuse me. Can you not fight your sister? Thank you. Edna just smacked the shit out of Pumpkin and then looked at her and had her ears back and shit like she was like, do something. I swear to God. Edna stepped to Pumpkin like that. Pumpkin, are you okay? She assaulted you. Come here. Edna just like outright assaulted you. You all right, girl? She's lucky you're old now. You'd fuck her up. She wouldn't have done that 2 years ago. Yeah, I know. That fucking bitch. Anyway. Edna did nothing wrong, no. Edna did something wrong. She literally smacked her in her face and then stepped back and put her ears back. Like, what you gonna do? Sinessa, thank you for being a member for 26 months. In that case, hi, Spencer. Get a job already, you moocher.
She did not tell me about it, by the way. I say something, they'll probe harder, and I don't want my family more at risk than they already are. I'm sorry. I felt she was lying to me, so I sent her a picture of the message from the person who made the Facebook post asking for the donations. And I've talked to her a lot. She told me she was in a domestic violence situation, she's been starving off and on for a long time and needs to get home. So, I don't know. I think she's struggling and trying to get out of a situation. I never told anyone there was domestic violence. I never once said that. I was struggling because my mental health was faltering and I couldn't afford food for a long time. Again, this is misconstrued. I already explained what I told her, she chose to use those words, and again, I tried correcting her when I found out, as I didn't know that's what she assumed. Okay, well in these situations, it's best to put out a brief written statement to correct the narrative. If you don't want to, then you don't have to. But keeping me from speaking up for myself is only going to cause more problems. Staying silent is what destroyed us, and this will blow up regardless. And it did. I've already been discharged from my volunteer work because of this shit, and I'd rather not lose more. How do you want to proceed? This next message she sends is one of the most disrespectful and ignorant things.
Okay. I still stand 10 toes down on this, I still stand 10 toes down on this and on this, what I'm about to say. And I understand people disagree with me, and that's fine. That's okay, because that's what the world's about, right? I mean, if we all agreed, it would be boring. But this man was literally volunteering, like in real life, volunteering at places, right? And it was with kids. And he doesn't have a bad pass with kids. We didn't catch him trying to groom kids. We didn't see him, there was no looking into him trying to have sex with kids or anything like that. And his haters, I'm talking about the real bad haters, like AKA the stalkers, God only knows who they were. All right, I'm not going to throw any names out there because I don't know. They got him kicked out of working and volunteering with that volunteering service. And I think that was fucked up. He was actually doing something instead of the pretend bullshit that he did in his fucking videos. And y'all got him fired from doing that? I'm sorry. I don't agree with it. I think y'all should have left him the fuck alone. He was actually doing something in the world. It's bad enough that enough people don't volunteer in the first fucking place. He didn't have a bad past with kids, so what the fuck was wrong with him doing that? I'm sorry. I didn't agree with that. I did not fucking celebrate that. That felt icky to me. That felt disgusting. When it boils down to it, Max was an attention seeker and a liar. There's millions of other people out there in the world just like it. Verse says, yep, they were pissed he was volunteering. Yeah, he was actually doing the thing we told him to do. Go out and do something instead of this fake bullshit. You know? It's just icky and fucking gross. It pissed me off when they did that. It's just, that was like one of the most retarded moves I ever seen, bro. And I'm sorry, if you were one of the people that called and got Max fired from that, you're a stalker. And you're sick. And get a fucking life. How about work to make your life better? Instead of trying to fuck with other people's. Because I'm sorry, that's a step that you're going IRL at that point. You're fucked. Netherless for 5. Bro, not even the Patreon money at the time could cover Spencer. True. Thank you, Netherless.
Things I've ever read, so I'm going to stop every now and then to reply to what she's saying. You can't put out a fire with a fire. So I never ask her to put out a fire with a fire. I just ask her to make a statement that she is okay and none of the rumors are true. But I didn't realize until later that she wanted people to believe I am a bad person who is starving her and domestically abusing her. And at this point, maybe it's better not to work with kids if you know people are going to do shit like that.
Okay, but here's the sad part. Max, if that part is true, which I actually do believe that part is true, the people with common sense didn't fucking believe her either because she was a fucking liar during the whole thing too. She was a liar during the whole thing. We didn't believe her like we didn't believe you. Her credibility has been shot.
I know it sucks, but you should cut your losses because nothing will stop them from doing the same in the future. So what she is telling me is to just give up on my career path in advocacy due to the problems that have happened because I chose to believe in her story and help her. Judging from what Michael saw on the Reddit, the volunteer thing happened before they said anything about me. Actually, no. People are not going to change their mind. They'll take it as you doubling down again, and it will make things worse. You've been through this before. You should know that better than anyone that this will hurt us both. So this is not true. I know better than anyone that you guys, the audience, just want to know the truth. But it is very difficult to get the truth.
But yet you still can't tell us the truth. And, you know, somebody brought this up. I think it was when I was watching Nick's live last night. Or no. Yeah. Yeah, because I think it was in a donation that he read. You know the Tommy C part in this video? Hey, Max, you want to tell the truth and shit, right? How come you didn't bring up all those QR codes you did on Tommy in that one video? Where you were implicating some nasty fucking shit about him. How come you didn't bring that up, you fucker? Of course, we're going to leave that out because that makes you look real bad, right? So true, Complexity. So true.
Truth out there when there are hundreds of other YouTubers giving you different stories, claiming that they are the truth, especially when some of them have much larger audiences than your own. But
okay, listen. Stop with the audience. Stop with the audience size argument, okay? Fuck off. I don't care if you have 2 subscribers or 2 million. 1, you have the right to cover whatever story you want. 2, you have the right to clap back if you want. If you have 2 million motherfucking subscribers and somebody with 2 subscribers makes a video on you and they say some heinous fucking shit, you have the absolute right to turn around and say, nah, motherfucker, this is the truth. Stop with that. Your audience is bigger. You're picking on me. Motherfucker, you called me X, Y, and Z. So guess what? I'm going to call you X, Y, and Z and show where you're full of fucking shit. I don't give a fuck how many subscribers you got. Yes, exactly. Exactly, complexity. All is fair in love and commentary. Period. Point blank, period. Why would you do that? I mean, Max believes ChatGPT, so does he really think he's smart, but he can't even come back with the evidence that says a lot? Yeah, it's Max. Exactly, verse. Talk shit, get hit. Period, point blank, period, bruh.
What Spencer doesn't understand is that you have to keep going. If you stop uploading, the truth
Wait! No! No! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
stories claiming that they are the truth, especially when some of them have much larger audiences than your own.
You know what? You could fuck off with that audience. I mean, with that fucking argument. You could fuck off with that argument. What did you call Tommy when you were putting him down the first 3 minutes of that other video? You wouldn't say fucking Tommy C. You called him by his subscriber name. I mean, by how many subscribers he had. And you had a a rather much larger audience than him. Do you think we didn't pick up when you were talking about Tommy, calling him how many subscribers he had? You didn't think we picked up that was a fucking dig at how many fucking subscribers he had? You don't get this argument, motherfucker. I fucking refuse to let you have this fucking argument. You can fuck right off with that bullshit. Yeah. Having a larger audience, painting him as a pedo supporter, saying the nasty, disgusting shit in the QR codes, and now you want to turn around and go, woe is me, Subordinary Gamers has 3.84 million subscribers, and he has so much more subscribers than me. Fuck off! You did the same shit. You thought you were gonna fucking intimidate me because I had like 5K at the time. You thought I was gonna crumble in front of the great MamaMax with all those subscribers. Motherfucker, you bleed red just like I do. I don't give a fuck about how many subscribers you have. If you're full of fucking shit, you're full of fucking shit. Ugh! Yes, Akiku, thank you. Talk about hypocrisy. So motherfucking true, bro. Good God. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. He don't get that argument. I'm sorry. He's not. No. You don't get to play that argument, bro. Fuck off.
But what Spencer doesn't understand is that you have to keep going. If you stop uploading, the truth will just become whatever is out there. If you ignore them, they will go away, but you have to give that time.
Wait, how was work? You know I'm a YouTuber, right, Magnetar? But I will say, work was kind of fun last night. I'm just saying, work was fun last night. I had a lot of fun. You should go check out Rewind. It was hilarious. All right.
Much larger audiences than your own. But what Spencer doesn't understand is that you have to keep going. If you stop uploading, the truth will just become whatever is out there. If you ignore them, they will go away, but you have to give that time. You're always so impatient to put something out the moment someone says something. I just wanted to upload a podcast and a documentary. That is all I wanted. And after waiting almost a year, I felt it was time to start uploading again. Apparently that makes me so impatient to get something out there, I guess. Let them have baseless claims. You can find better sources of income. Just don't do anything publicized, and they can't try to do things like get you put out of a job. So this is not anywhere close to true. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Just because you stop doing anything publicly does not mean people will stop stalking you. In fact, it makes it worse because the stalkers are empowered by your silence.
Yes.
The only way to stop stalkers is to shine a light on them by reporting them to the police, telling your local community, and informing your social media that you are being stalked, which is also what you have been doing. I don't understand why you'd
Why would you do that? Him and Spencer are full of more shit than my septic tank. True.
want to try to be public again after everything that's happened. If it's as traumatizing for you as you
Thank
said, you wouldn't keep adding fuel like this because, like it or not, that's what you'll be doing. I can't believe she would say something like this, being that people were harassing fuel like this because
I don't understand why you would want to be public again after everything that's happened. If it's traumatizing for you, you said you wouldn't be adding fuel like this. Like it or not, that's what you'll be doing. Spencer, shut up. Shut up. I'm going to tell you now. Hadrian's video and those posts on Reddit, I honestly believe that it was a bunch of opping going on. Bunch of gay ops, honestly. And I believe in my heart that some of it was Max's people and some of it were people who were against Max. I really do believe that. I really, really do. Do I have proof? No. I did talk to Hadrian. We did have a conversation, but I said I wouldn't say anything. But, yeah. I think it was a bunch of gay opping going on.
Because like it or not, that's what you'll be doing. I can't believe she would say something like this, being that people were harassing her, saying if she was actually as traumatized by the events of her own life as much as she claims, she wouldn't keep talking about it online. She is using the exact same victim-blaming logic that was used against her to try and keep me
Con, welcome to the Just Saying gang.
from using my platform and my voice. If you say something about the woman, you'd be putting her at risk of harassment too, and that's the last thing she needs. They found her easily. So at no point do I say we need to mention that woman that made the post. The one who is responsible for all of this is you, Spencer. I don't care what the internet has to say, and after what they did to you, you shouldn't either. This is trivial in the grand scheme of things, and I want zero part, zero mention. I don't exist in this BS internet world anymore. So at first, I wanted to respect her privacy. I don't even feel good about exposing her like this, and that is why I've chosen to be silent for so long, even after she continually makes claims that blow up.
Don't sit there and say you don't feel good about this. Max, you love revenge. And you hold on to shit for the longest fucking time. That's why it takes you a year to respond to people. I do not believe it is my interpretation that you feel really good about exposing this bitch right now. And you know what? I have to admit, I'd feel good about exposing her too.
All they want to do is hurt people. I know you know it's true.
Wait, is it just me or does anyone else see the dude from You when you look at Max? I've never seen that show. I've never seen You. I've never seen that show. All right, hold on. All right, let's see. Main character of You. Oh, bro. Hold on. Talking about that guy? Are you saying that guy? Okay. Look, I would kind of agree with you, except for his fact that he's got a skinnier face. But he does kind of look like him. But he's got a skinnier face. Like, he's more... Where am I at? I'm at 142.30. All right, let's get a picture, Max. Eh!
All the time. I don't really.
Yeah, he does kind of look like him. Okay, I got you. I got you. I see it. I see where you're coming from.
You can find better sources of income. Just don't do anything publicized, and they can't try to do things like get you put out of a job. So this is not anywhere close to true. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Just because you stop doing it.
Sweet Home was like, leave Wendigoon out of this. We love Wendigoon here. Thank you very much. Why would you do that? They have the same thought process and ideas, but Joe would be better at making us believe him. Okay, all right.
anything publicly.
Oh my God! Why does... Okay. All right, I'm kind of disturbed right now because why do all the people who hate me are in this video? I'm kind of disturbed right now. You got Himpleton and now you got Slug. All the people that hate me are in this video, bro. No, you don't, Magnetar. Shut the fuck up.
It does not mean people will stop stalking you. In fact, it makes it worse because the stalkers are empowered by your silence. The only way to stop stalkers is to shine a light on them by reporting them to the police, telling your local community, and informing your social media that you are being stalked, which is also what you have been doing. I don't understand why you'd want to try to be public again after everything that's happened. If it's as traumatizing for you as you said, you wouldn't keep adding fuel like this because, like it or not, that's what you'll be doing. I can't believe she would say something like this, being that people were harassing her, saying if she was actually as traumatized by the events of her own life as much as she claims, she wouldn't keep talking about it online. She is using the exact same victim-blaming logic that was used against her to try and keep me from using my platform and my voice. If you say something about the woman, you'd be putting her at risk of harassment too, and that's the last thing she needs. They found her easily. So at no point do I say we need to mention that woman that made the post, the one who is responsible.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. People, if you're smart, get the fuck off of Facebook. Do you know most doxers, especially on YouTube, they're Facebook doxers? Get the fuck off of Facebook. Get the fuck off of Facebook. Off of it. Get out. Stop it. Shut that shit down. I have no personal social media. None. Yeah, Kangaloo. Exactly. And if you have one, lock that shit down. Friends of friends. Make it to where friends of friends can't even see your profile. Only your Facebook friends can see your profile. That's it. No friends of friends. Lock that shit down tight. Seriously, most doxing is done with Facebook. And quite a bit with Instagram, but people are starting to learn, I'm not going to put my real name on Instagram.
Well, for all of this is you, Spencer. I don't care what the internet has to say, and after what they did to you, you shouldn't either. This is trivial in the grand scheme of things, and I want zero part, zero mention. I don't exist in this BS internet world anymore. So at first, I wanted to respect her privacy. I don't even feel good about exposing her like this, and that is why I've chosen to be silent for so long, even after she continually makes claims that blow up. All they want to do is hurt people. I know you know it's true. There are some people who want to hurt people, and there are a lot of them on that subreddit that I tried warning her.
He is so mad at Himpleton. Do you notice how many times he has put Himpleton in this fucking video? He is so fucking mad at him. Yeah, he hasn't talked about Magnetar at all. Well, there was a brief... No, he hasn't talked about Magnetar at all. Huh.
About, but most people just want to understand what is going on. And when you do things like make inflammatory allegations, they are going to want to know what is true and what is not about what you said. And if you don't get the message out there, someone else will. Please understand that this isn't just about you, and you need to do what's best for everyone in this situation. And what's best is to not egg it on. On the contrary, Spencer, you need to understand that this isn't just about you. Now that I have seen firsthand the claims she is willing to make just to victimize herself in a situation where me and my roommates were all working together just to take care of her, this raises a very important question. Was she lying about Camden and the cult? When I first interviewed Spencer, I thought she was one of the bravest and strongest people I have ever met. I was inspired by her story and wanted to do everything in my power to ensure this case gets the attention it deserves. I failed in doing that, and I am so sorry to all of the survivors. Whether Spencer lied about her experiences, I have no idea. All I know is that Spencer was one of the first to speak up about it. She was willing enough to admit to crimes, and there are a growing number of victims who can substantiate the cult's existence with their own testimonies and evidence. Many of the stories you have heard by some very influential YouTubers are not true, and I will go into more detail as time goes on. For now, I still believe...
Oh, God. There are going to be more videos? Really? Can we just close this chapter? What is it? Wait. Are all the bad guys coming? Okay, wait. Hold on. Wait. We got to stop and speculate for a moment, okay? Are all the bad guys, well, not bad guys. Well, yeah, kind of bad guys. Are all the bad guys coming back in 2025 and answering for what we said in 2024? Is that actually happening right now? We had Alex put out a fucktard video, and now we got MamaMax with his fucktard video. What is going on in 2025? Who else is coming back? Is rent's due? Okay, Verse. That makes sense. Rent's due. All right. Well, yeah. They lived off of it for a while. Now they got to make money. Honestly, Verse, the well is dry. Listen, the best decision I made was start working for LolCow in goddamn December, because I'm going to be honest. I like watching it, but I don't want to talk about Destiny, Hassan, and Ethan. Destiny, Hassan, and Ethan. I just, bro, I would like other things to talk about. Hence, I'm doing the MamaMax video. Just saying. Commentary Avengers versus the League of Extraordinary Idiots. True. Yeah, it's good money, but yeah, Verse. I couldn't be bothered with it, bro. I was like, listen, I'll listen to like Nick's VODs on it. I'll listen to like Tommy do his streams and stuff. I just don't really want to talk about it. It's too much. I'm way too busy to get into all that. And anything else gets no views, yeah.
Believe this case warrants an investigation by law enforcement, as we have tried reporting many times.
Okay, what's going on there, ma'am?
So an individual named Camden Gerard Davis, more than likely resides at this, address. We believe that he is trafficking minors and has child on his devices. I'm actually a previous victim of his, and I have, substantial evidence related to this case.
I'm sorry. The way she says survivors and the way she says victims drive me fucking insane. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the cadence in which she talks. I don't know. But just the way she says those two words just grates my nerves. Muta. I don't remember how old she is. I think she's like mid-20s.
Such as a report that was filed back in 2017 against him, but was never investigated. And do you have an address, an email address where I could send those PDF files?
I'll have to put you through to a deputy in order to do that, ma'am. What's your phone number?
But from what I have heard, nothing has been done. Regardless, I still hope Spencer and the rest of the survivors find justice one day. How do you feel about losing your job at the children's outreach thing? So for those of you that don't know, I was volunteering with an organization known as CASA, Court-Appointed Special Advocates for Children. It is a great organization that teaches people how to advocate for children in the United States legal system as a guardian ad litem. You are essentially a free social worker who interviews children, their families, teachers, doctors, and everyone who has information on the child's life in order to serve their best interests in a court of law. I highly recommend volunteering if you are interested in children's advocacy or the legal system. I was doing all of this privately, but unfortunately, a group of cyber stalkers found me in the Casa of El Paso Instagram page, and my stalkers proceeded to harass this organization, posting their emails and phone numbers, encouraging everyone to spam them with the drama surrounding me in an attempt to get me discharged. This was...
I still think this is bullshit and they shouldn't have done it. I still think it's bullshit and they shouldn't have done it. I mean, if they found them, okay, and we reported on it, fine. But to go so far and get this guy fucking kicked out of it, I just think it was wrong. Complexity says it's crazy how little he spent covering the things he did wrong, but spent most of the video trying to explain how he didn't start a rumor. Yes, true.
Was picked up by DramaTubers, which caused even more people to harass this organization, until they were forced to let me go in an attempt to make the harassment stop. That broke my heart, but I learned a lot, which was the point of joining, and I'm very grateful for my training and experience in doing so. If you care about children so much, why not get education, certifications, and a real job in advocacy? I did.
He did. He actually did. He actually did! And the sick fucks out there couldn't let him go. How about working on your own fucking life and stop trying to destroy other people's IRL? That's disgusting.
Instead of being an unprofessional YouTuber filmmaker with all these unnecessary edits. Education and, like you said, certifications are vitally important. And that is what I'm actively doing, is still seeking education. I don't want to just be a YouTuber the rest of my life. I would like to resolve all of this online stuff first, since clearly I cannot just go get a job without people harassing wherever I'm working.
Muda, I guarantee you Muda was not one of those people that called. Stop showing Muda like it was him that did it.
How much money do you plan to donate to the charity you posted? If I donate, will you match? I'll actually match the current amount of donations. If you want to donate, you can match my donation. But moreover, I think the people who covered this video and did not donate any of their ad revenue to this organization should match my donation. Because these people talk, but they hardly ever put their money where their mouth is. I seem to be the only one doing that. Do you really think you can return to this content after getting exposed for faking most of your career? I would barely trust you to do scented candle reviews. That's really funny.
I actually agree with that comment. I very, very, very much agree with this comment. 100%. I agree with it. I think, listen, Linda, okay? I think Max needs to stick to, like, fiction. Like, made-up stories. And do videos on that. Or do, like, crazy edits and stuff like that of stories that, like, old stories. You know what I mean? Just stop the other shit because you have no credibility in the other shit. You know?
Most of your career, I would barely trust you to do scented candle reviews. That's really funny. Maybe I should do that. Scented candle reviews. Could it just be that I'm being honest and people are still saying it's a lie? Is that possible?
Is it possible that you lied so goddamn much and you were manipulative and you were saying a bunch of shit about a bunch of people you shouldn't have fucking said, that people are looking at you sideways now because you came out looking like a massive piece of shit? Yes. Is it true that every time you would get mad at them, you would start calling them either a pedo sympathizer or possibly a pedo? Is it that, maybe? Yes. Is it also the fact that Spencer even started doing that too? Yes.
I guess not. I guess I'm always a liar. But if I'm always a liar, then that was a lie. This is the difficulty of being defamed, because no one's going to believe what you have to say. Everyone's going to think you're the fraud, manipulating, lying piece of shit that everyone's calling you. And it's an uphill battle. There's a great quote. It's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. So, yeah. It's going to be an uphill battle for me. But I think I've figured out the right way to go about all of this. Lilac and gooseberries. 9 out of 10. Maybe next time be the vigilante and go after them since you got the...
Okay, that was kind of funny. I hate that I laughed at that. I hate that I laughed at that. That was actually kind of funny. I'm sorry.
sources instead of role-playing justice. Justice is very difficult. I can do my best. I can show what is happening on these platforms like IMVU. I can document all of the recorded evidence of my interactions with these predators and send it to my people who upload it to these mega drives. We all collaborate on sending this information to law enforcement. And when nothing is done, we make a video about it on YouTube showing what these predators did. I know a lot of people are blaming me for the predators not getting arrested, but I am not an officer of the law. I'm not a judge. We have to look to the mechanisms that are enabling predators to walk free and the mechanisms that prevent children from reporting crimes. These are the real issues here. I know my adversary.
I have a nursing degree and a PhD, and I'm about to do my doctors, but I feel more stupid listening to them. Also, speaking of that, have a 24-hour shift ahead. Bye, chat. Bye, Xylie. I hope Pumpkin is okay. Pumpkin's good. She just got assaulted by Edna, but that's all right. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate it.
Want to make it seem like MamaMax is the issue. I do not control these systems. What's your actual plan for systematically changing how sex crimes against children are prosecuted? I'm sure there's people much smarter than me who have policies and systems that can truly make a difference, and I'm going to go ahead and play some of them.
We're economically attacking the young, but I know, let's attack their emotional and mental well-being. Let's take advantage of the fact of the flaws in our species with medieval institutions, Paleolithic instincts, and godlike technology. I'm just going to say, I think Mark Zuckerberg has done more damage to young people in our nation while making more money than any person in history. Oh, but wait, what could be worse? It's as if we let an adversary implant a neural jack into our youth to raise a generation of civic, military, and business leaders that hate America. All right, this all adds up to a bunch of graphs all headed up into the right. And what are they? What's the first one? Oh, that's self-harm rates, which have exploded, especially among girls, since my colleague Jonathan Haidt pointed out it's really, really gone crazy since social went on mobile. What's the next one? Teens with depression. The next one, men and women not having sex. Next graph, cumulative gun deaths. You're more likely to be shot in the United States if you're a toddler or an infant than a cop. Next graph, obesity, overdose deaths, way up, deaths of despair. When I was in high school, it was drunk driving. Now it's...
Why are we watching this? He put a lot of filler in this fucking video. He put a lot of filler in this video. Yes, another fucking TED Talk. Yes.
It's kids killing themselves. We got the hard stuff figured out. There are programs to address all of these issues. They cost a lot of money. That's the hard part. We have the money, but we decide not to do it. This is per capita spending on childcare in the United States relative to other nations. We need to remove 230 protection for all algorithmically elevated content.
So just a quick explanation, Section 230 protects platforms from being held liable for user-posted content. So let's use an infamous teen dating app as an example. Despite the fact that they have a massive child predator problem, they can't be held liable for the crimes that are being committed on their platform, and thus have no incentive to fix the issues, except for reputational damage when someone exposes them. If Section 230 could be corrected to specifically hold platforms accountable if they are perpetuating crimes, then that would only push platforms to prevent crimes against children on their services. I know you asked specifically about prosecution, but prevention is infinitely more important to me. So, yeah. Why do you think basic criticism of you is mass psychosis? I don't. I am just explaining a reality we are dealing with on the internet.
But this is why I hate the commentary community sometimes. Like, I legitimately, fucking hate some of these people. Because it's always like, well, a lot of people went with this, right? Sure, I understand how a lot of people can get something wrong, but like, there are also people in the space who are absolutely happy to be like wrong as long as it's financially lucrative.
Yes, yes, he's not wrong. He's not wrong in saying that. And those are the people that, honestly, can we be honest about the situation? Those are the people that we eventually get to and we expose them for doing that. We call them out, do we not? Is that not what we do? We call them out when they're bad faith fucking content creators. If you're going to put shit out, put out the right shit. Don't lie just because the lie pays the bills. Some of them take time, but they get got eventually. Exactly, Verse. Exactly.
Can't make a follow-up video because it won't get any views to correct the thing that I personally fucked up, right? So they're not incentivized to correct anything or tell the truth. They're incentivized to do what people want to click on. And if there's a jerk wave going on, well, people are going to want to click on the negative video. So that's what drives me crazy. There's like a fucking incestuous commentary community right now that is a for-profit misinformation machine or whatever. And then whenever it gets called out, they all have like a huge pity party for themselves. Oh my God, I can't believe this turnaround. What? Wow, this plot twist.
Max, you are so fucking bad faith right now. Because he's not talking about what happened to you. But there were some videos. Again, that Hadrian video I fucking hated. I hated that Hadrian Dev video. It was so sussy. That video was sussy as fuck to me. Abby, thank you for the 20. I believe that even if Mama finds a job or volunteers in kids advocacy, as long as he doesn't take accountability of exploitation, this for his personal profit, I don't think he should be around kids. This is my stance on that, Abby. And listen, we can all have different opinions, all right? This is my stance on that. He has never been looked at, never been accused of, nor has a history of doing anything bad with kids whatsoever. So I can't sit here in good faith and say that he can't work with kids. You know? I can't do that. you know. Yeah, exactly. What does Max think Nick is referring to? Himself? LMAO, this does not help your kid. No, it doesn't, because he's not talking about the Max situation at all. If you look at the video he's watching Mudahar talking about Nux. It's not talking about Max at all.
Twist is crazy. Guys, we really got to be better at this in the future. It's like, no, it's a for-profit misinformation machine.
For someone that's a for-profit misinformation machine, that was well said, Nicholas Diorio. That's what I'm trying to say about mass psychosis, is that we're believing all of these things that aren't real.
We are still talking about mostly conversations that we've had, 4 years ago about spread of misinformation, things like that. The rate and acceleration of new kinds of threats, new kinds of issues, the growth rate of that is growing far faster than the growth.
Will you please stop putting this filler shit in? Jesus Christ.
Growth rate of our capacity to mitigate or respond to those threats. I was speaking with someone in the fact-checking network who said, there's now 200 billion messages a day going through WhatsApp, 15 billion going through Facebook. They get about 100 fact checks per day. If you think about a bank being over-leveraged and how much risk are they, how far over their skis are they? We've got about 200 billion to 100 in terms of scale of information that's running through a system without moderation. With, as Senator Sass said, the decentralized incentive for yellow.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not sitting here listening to this guy. Okay, hold on.
And has us not even recognize our fellow Americans as fellow Americans.
There's also more than just criticism.
A mass psychosis is an epidemic of madness, and it occurs when a large portion of a society loses touch with reality and descends into delusions. Such a phenomenon is not a thing of fiction.
We are controlled by the algorithms that push us one way or another.
Social media divides us, makes us more extreme and less empathetic. It riles us up or sucks us into doom scrolling, making us stressed and depressed. It feels like we need to touch grass and escape to the real world. New research shows that we might have largely misinterpreted why this is the case.
Max is not angry cops, a real SVU detective. Thank you, Brian.
It turns out that the social media internet may uniquely undermine the way our brains work, but not in the way you think.
So yeah, it's just a fact.
Well, there are concerns about misinformation. We should, just like when people raised other concerns in the past and we try to deal with them. Okay, yeah, people if you ask people, no one says that they want misinformation, so maybe there's something that we should do to basically try to address this. But I was really worried from the beginning about basically becoming this sort of decider of what is true in the world, right? That's a kind of a crazy position to be in for billions of people using your service.
That is simply what we are dealing with. Was the call between you, Muda, and Diorio just an auditory hallucination we all experienced during mass psychosis? No, it wasn't. However,
I'm tired of the drama shatter mentality where if somebody doesn't say exactly what you want in the exact words that you would say it in a situation that's tense.
H3 catch up. Noah Sampson versus Ethan Klein lawsuit, Nerd City, and more. Oh, you're a piece. Oh, it didn't take you. It took you it took you years and some months to respond. But this video was made recently. And he downloaded this. One thing about Nick, all right, when I press the unpause button, right? One thing about Nick, what he does is he goes live and then he puts it unlisted. And then once he downloads it to edit it, he'll get rid of the VOD. Like completely, not even private. He will fucking delete it. Look at this. Look at this. Watch when I press play.
Where if somebody doesn't say exactly what you want
It's
in the exact
unlisted.
words that you would say it, in a situation that's tense for them, that you probably...
He's been watching Nick this whole goddamn time. He is subscribed to Nick, and he has been watching Nick this whole goddamn time. Because the only way you can get to that VOD is if you have the notification. Believe me, I know. This is how I catch his live stream sometimes, okay? When you have his notifications still in your little notification thing and you click on it and it's unlisted and it's waiting for him to download and edit it out. Bro, you're still watching Nick. Motherfucker. Jack Walker and Max, you lied and fabricated evidence like pottle kettle black. True. Damn. He a fan. He a fan.
probably couldn't possibly comprehend. Oh, well, he asked for it. Oh, well, he could have said this. I think that, like, some chatters think that these situations are a lot simpler than they are, like, they actually are in real life. And there's, like, other things that are working at play other than, like, our veil of hindsight that we use to dictate what should or shouldn't have been said.
And for that reason, I'm going to clarify what I say in that call. Since there's so much to cover, I'll be going over the call in another video. However, it's important to note that...
What? You're going over the call and... All right, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll cover MamaMax. I'll take one for the team, goddammit. Let's go.
We entered into this call under false pretenses. Mudahar made it seem like he was going to do everything in his power to present the situation with objectivity and the justice it deserves.
He's literally just taking these videos and the messages they're conveying and making it about himself. Yeah, of course he is. It's Max.
And instead, he chose to breach his NDA, again, leaking the call to the public without our consent, and drunkenly dogpiling us with his commentary buddies.
I will be doing everything I can do to be objective and be a party involved. It's why tonight I'm hoping for a proper session where we tell this story with all relevant information to establish an ironclad situation. I don't know what Camden may or may not have done. I'm trying to make sure all this information lines up and this scumbag is readily guilty. And after that, I'll do whatever I can to help out in trying to have him prosecuted. And what were you saying with this shit?
False pretenses.
Okay.
What should or shouldn't have been said.
And for that reason, I'm going to clarify what I say in that call. Since there's so much to cover, I'll be going over the call in another video. However, it's important to note that we entered into this call under false pretenses. Mudahar made it seem like he was going to do everything in his power to present the situation with objectivity and the justice it deserves. And instead, he chose to breach his NDA, again, leaking the call to the public without our consent, and drunkenly dogpiling us with his commentary buddies.
Are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking stupid? Because in that call, you see Mudahar leaving. He wasn't the one that recorded it, you dumb fuck. Are you dumb? He wasn't the one that leaked it. That's you too, Xylie. The cabal went after him. Hey, there was more people than who was in the cabal that went after him. Thank you very much. There was quite a few of those people who made videos that were not part of the cabal. Okay? Thank you.
Breaking multiple YouTube community guides.
Nuke, it's on Nick's channel. And when Mudahar left, Nick was still in there. So who do you think was recording? And I guarantee you Max was fucking recording that call too.
Guidelines in the process, which caused both cyberbullying and cyberstalking against me and the survivors of Camden.
The entire fetus has been removed, and the risk for infection is almost guaranteed at that point. So that's where a bit of, obviously, I'm sure you've read the Reddit, I'm sure you've read the people critical of the situation, and this is...
You know how bad I wanted to just be like, bitch, have you read the Farms thread?
Well, we just fucking did like 3 seconds ago. I was fucking reading it while we're streaming. Jesus.
In fact, I would encourage all of you to try watching that video.
That was the part in which Nick pulled me up into that stream because I was the token woman. All right. So I can go off on Spencer about not being pregnant 4 times in a 3.5-month period. Oh.
With fresh eyes, and convince yourself that this is not a symptom of mass psychosis. Once again, though, since there's so much to cover about that call, I'll be doing that on another video. MamaMax, are you still going to end Charlie? Why did anyone think I was being serious in that video? Just behaving like a genuine piece of shit. I liked Charlie.
I like MamaMax.
And I felt he could do a lot of justice for this case. Understandably, Charlie was not happy about this, and during a live stream, he vented to his audience.
We talked like a month ago about like what he was working on in his investigation, and then apparently when I had COVID, he messaged me a couple times and I never saw it, and now he's taken that as me ghosting him and ignoring his very important mission, and it really rubs me the wrong way. Instead of just He's jumping to the most extreme possible explanation for me not seeing it, which is really fucking cringe. That did make me upset.
He is cringe. He's very cringe. MamaMax is like Cringe Max. That should be his new name. Cringe Max.
There. Yeah, that really rubbed me the wrong way. I had COVID, and I barely used Discord in the first place. It was a miracle I ever even saw his message to begin with. And then I spent 12 days not doing anything online in bed. And during that time, apparently, it changed his whole framing of the video in order to make it like a Trojan horse of cancel critical, because he didn't respond to my messages and ghosted me. So yeah, that did rub me the wrong way. Good intentions, but I did not like that.
I can see now that he felt blindsided and hurt, which is fair. However, I think it's important to lay out the facts. I reached out to Charlie on October 23rd, giving him a brief rundown of my current project. He responds 25 minutes later, claiming he hasn't done reaction streams or React content in about a year.
We don't care. We don't care. He didn't cover it. You got pissy. You changed the thumbnail of your fucking video like at least 3 times. You changed the title of that video 2 or 3 times. We don't care. Who gives a fuck about this part? Bro, you fucked up. You made a dumb move. And Charlie rejected you. That's all that needs to be said. That's it. That's all that needs to be said. This part could have been maybe a minute.
I respond 5 minutes later that he doesn't need to react to my video, but I would like to invite him to our group chat with other influencers so we can establish a direct line of communication between everyone involved about my project in case anyone has any questions or concerns once everything goes down. He doesn't reply, so I follow up with him the next day, apologizing for my sense of urgency, but I truly felt this project warrants his attention given what the survivors have told me. He replies an hour later apologizing and agreeing to take a look. I send him the NDA that he promptly signs. In the group chat, one of the survivors explains the cult with some evidence. We share her videos, and that she is open to answering questions. This is when Charlie stops replying.
I'm gonna tell you what. If anyone sends me a fucking NDA over fucking Discord, I'm blocking them. I'm blocking them. I'm literally going to block them. Or don't get mad at me if I sign that shit Xylie Star. Because if you think for one fucking moment, especially you, Max, if you think for one fucking moment that I'm going to give up my real name to you or anyone else that I do not explicitly trust, you know what? You can kiss my old ass because I am not doing it. Verse, you probably are sending one of them. I'll fucking block your ass. Ooh, I guarantee you this is one right here from Verse. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay, Scully. I don't know if you're watching. It's okay. You're doing the Lord's work, girl. Love you. Okay. Yeah. I will fucking block you if you send me a goddamn NDA over that. I don't even do fucking DMs, bro. If you're not a content creator and you're in my DMs, feel fucking lucky. Literally. I do not do DMs. Honestly, Spacefish, you haven't missed shit. Because this video is shit.
Completely, and claims that he was sick. But Charlie was active and engaging online during this same period. I don't mind if he was too busy or had no interest in my project, but just be honest about that.
Hey, you'll never guess who just got COVID again. Not this guy. No, yeah, I'm just pulling your leg. It is me. Look hard
Akiku! Man, I miss Xylie's sassy attitude. Thank you.
into my piercing blue eyes, and you'll notice that my soul is finally back in my body. I'm feeling much better, so I thought I'd celebrate by watching some more horrible pickup artistry.
Listen here, MamaMax, you leave the Jesus of YouTube alone, okay? I don't give a fuck what anybody says about Moist Critical. That is the Jesus of YouTube. You leave him the fuck alone. Just saying.
Attempts on TikTok.
So according to his own uploads, Charlie had COVID from October 30th to November 2nd. 4 days out of 12 that he claimed he was not doing anything online.
And then I spent 12 days not doing anything online in bed. I barely used Discord in the first place. It was a miracle I ever even saw his message to begin with.
I followed up with him over the course of that month, which many people claim is me spurging out and spamming him. But from my understanding, following up with a colleague every few days is perfectly normal in most professional settings, especially after they've agreed to take a look on what you've been working on. And I just wanted to keep him in the loop. But hindsight is 2020. I agree that
I can tell you now, after the second one, if you would have kept messaging me, I would have never messaged you back, and I would have put your Discord on mute. If not, block you completely, depending on whether I woke up pissy that day or not. Like, here's the good chances of getting blocked on Discord with me, okay? Depends on what time of the day I wake up. Because I'm a little grumpy as soon as I wake up. And the first thing I do is pick up my fucking phone. All right? And if I wake up and you're still fucking messaging me and I haven't messaged you back and you haven't gotten the fucking hint, and I just woken up, you're probably catching a block. I'm just saying. All right. I'm an evil bitch in the morning. Fruit Punch. Xylie Storytime, sign my NDA. I don't know. Yes, no, I'm not signing NDA. Thank you for the 17, though. I appreciate it. EG lately says, message Xylie at your own risk. True!
this is a bit much. I will admit that I drafted these messages with ChatGPT, thinking it came off as professional, when in
this motherfucker in ChatGPT. Why are you using ChatGPT to message people? Why? Bro, you know English, use it. You know how to write. Just take your little fingers and start typing on the keyboard and tell somebody how you feel. Don't do the ChatGPT bullshit. What the fuck? Complexity. I think Alex used the brick on Max, to be honest. Probably. Platinum. Only I'm allowed to piss Xylie off and live. Not true, Platinum. Thank you. Ugh.
In reality, it's way too robotic, long-winded, and heavy-handed. Now, I'd like to clarify that I was never spiteful or angry with Charlie, and I try to make that as apparent as possible in the video and the description. I built this video with the survivors from the ground up, because we truly had faith that Charlie would help us. After I upload the artificial drama...
Stop using them as a shield. Stop using them as a shield. You had 4 women, the main one being Spencer, who knew nothing about how to expose a case like this, and you ran rampant with it. And all your years experience on YouTube and being around YouTubers and being around fucking drama tubers, you still did it the way you did it. And the way you did it was so fucking retarded that you fucked it up. Stop using them as the excuse. You fucked it up. Bro.
He finally responds and explains why he was inactive. I respond to him the next day, apologizing and asking if we can just get in a 30-minute call so I can explain myself and find a resolution that is beneficial for all parties involved. We set up the call with him, me, and the survivor. We had a respectful conversation. He was very understanding and kind, and we conclude the call by just requesting if he can listen to the survivors for 15 minutes to see if this story is worth his time. And he agreed, only requesting that Mutahar, out of all people, was to be present. I told him that I already invited Mutahar, but he is welcome to invite anyone else. We said goodbye, and we felt good about our conversation. After that call, I invited him to the server. He never joined, and then nothing. No follow-up, no response. We have waited for over a year now.
Most likely what he heard in that call, he didn't want to touch. And you know what? He has every fucking right to think that way. He has every fucking right to think that way. Most likely, he heard something in that call that gave him a red flag. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I really don't.
And he still hasn't said anything about it since then. This was never supposed to be about me or Charlie. It was supposed to be about the survivors who deserve to have their stories heard. And unfortunately, the situation ended up silencing them even further. I don't blame Charlie for this, but I do think he could have helped, and he chose not to. When did you stop stalking and harassing? So just a quick recap, I have multiple ex-partners that have accused me of some pretty horrible things. I made a video addressing this. I did not go into too much detail. I just tried to answer what I felt was necessary, but out of respect for their privacy, I would prefer to leave them alone, just as I would prefer for them to leave me alone. But in short, these relationships were not healthy, and they did not end well. I did my best to be kind and take care of them when they were struggling, but it didn't work out in the end for many reasons. But when these relationships ended, I guess since I have a platform and to deplatform me, some of them have continued doing this for multiple years, and over the years their stories have changed. They delete old allegations and create new ones. There is one, however, that filed police reports against me almost a decade ago with inaccurate information while I was in a completely separate part of the country, some of which even say there is no evidence for these reports. But I think it's important to note that I'm not getting in group chats with their ex-partners and sharing pictures and videos of them, including their uncensored driver's license. I'm not repeatedly going on live streams to make accusations about them. I'm not going on social media obsessively gossiping about them and fantasizing about murdering them. I'm not going on social media obsessively gossiping about them and fantasizing about murdering them. I'm not going on Kiwi farms and doxing on social media license. I'm not repeatedly going on live streams to make accusations about them. I'm not going on social media obsessively gossiping about them and fantasizing about murdering them. I'm not
What was that? Just a group chat?
about them. I'm not going on social media obsessively gossiping about them and fantasizing
No, that's actually in a Discord. Oh, somebody was... Oh, you had somebody... Edwin had somebody in his Discord. Wait. Memes and clips. YouTube drama. Edwin content. See, that's it. Somebody... Oh, was this Edwin's Discord? Somebody was opping his Discord. Well, that's what happened. That's what happened. Oh, what did Magnetar say here? Only benefit of the knife is getting the personal kill and being able to hear the breath leave their dying body. I'm more of a kitchen knife person for self-defense, both legal and could scare my attacker. No one would attack a slasher-looking weirdo. Hard disagree. Though, how would you carry that in public without risking your stabbing yourself? Carry sleeve. They're having a conversation about... Wait, somebody got arrested for tasing someone then being killed by a stalker. They're having a conversation about... Like, if you have a stalker. Max. Did you really take this one out of context? Read the goddamn context, people. I think that's ridiculous. Not allowed in Canada. Like, how are you going to defend yourself? Blah, blah, blah. We read that. Carry sleeve that. Also, best way to start your Michael Myers dream life or go... Come on! Did you really use this as a fucking... Yeah, look how fast he... Okay, listen. You know how I always bitch about
streams to make
creators and their screenshots? Watch how fast this fucking screenshot goes by, okay? We're going to watch how fast that screenshot goes by, all right?
and videos of them, including their uncensored driver's license. I'm not repeatedly going on live streams to make accusations about them. I'm not going on social media obsessively gossiping about them and fantasizing about murdering them. I'm not going on Kiwi farm.
And here's the thing. Again, most people, they listen to videos. Like me, I normally, if I ever have the chance, I don't have the chance anymore. Before I started LolCow, I would listen to a video, then I would watch it. So I have like the words already processed in my head. So when I went to watch it with y'all, I can actually see it. They were talking about... Bro. Oh, yeah, I do have it sped up. That's true. I have it at 1.5. Listen, he sounds so normal at 1.5. Necromancer for 2. That's not suspicious. Max projection much. True. All right.
And doxing them and their families shortly before doxing them to the rest of YouTube. But they are doing all of that to me.
Is apparently Max is telling everybody that Anthony is like running the Kiwi Farms thing, and there is like no evidence to support that Anthony is like the person who doxed him on Kiwi Farms or posted all that stuff. I haven't seen a single thing, a shred of proof that shows that.
Claiming Anthony Magnetar is the one running the Kiwi Farms?
Yeah, and that seems to be really upsetting him because he reached out about me
Okay,
specifically.
so I'm going to say it right now, and this is I'm not doing this because it's like I'm trying to pay back Anthony after what, like me making a statement. It's actually impossible. Let me explain why it's retarded to assume anybody could be running a f***ing thread. You don't have any proof.
I mean, theoretically, it could just be a coincidence that Kiwi Farms got my full docs, which was previously unknown, while they were working on their video, which just so happens to have a picture of me from our high school yearbook, and some of the exact same videos that appear in their video that I didn't even know existed until they were posting them. And then when I respond just to defend myself, they claim I am the one doxing and harassing them, even though their full names were already public, and mine was not, which has put my entire family at risk. But apparently, they are the innocent victims, and I am the crazy stalker.
No! It wasn't that one.
He was arrested in my... Questions. I want to just throw this right over to you. Is there any substantial evidence that led you to claim that Magnetar, Anthony, was doxing you on Kiwi Farms?
There is cross comparisons between the videos he used in MamaMax is a manipulator, whatever he called it, and the Kiwi Farms like leak on me. The same videos, the same pictures. They could not have gotten any of that information without reaching out to someone who knew me, which was Anthony Field. Additionally, he's also okay showing my full driver's license.
Well, he didn't show your full driver's license. He just showed your name and date of birth, and he did that because you were being accused of lying about your age. Well, and you told everyone, "I'm Max Stryker. Look me up. I have nothing. I have nothing to hide." And that wasn't your full name, was it?
No, it is my full name.
Was it like? Was that your real? Like, was that your born name? You were born Max Stryker.
It was not my birth name. No.
Okay, so when you say, "Look me up, Max Stryker. I have no records," and people go, "Oh, that's the point."
Found my mother's house through that.
Well, I'm very sorry. I've had similar things happen with my family. I'm all over Kiwi Farms.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's fucking in this drama space. That
okay, so we didn't really go into it. All right.
Even though I would prefer to have nothing to do with them. Even the one on screen right now I have never dated. I have not even seen her since high school over 10 years ago. And she is still somehow following me and talking about me. And it is very disturbing. I have dated plenty of women that don't do this, but these few still do. So I'm not really sure what one is supposed to do at this point. If I make videos on each of them and go into excruciating detail about my side, I would be putting them at risk of harassment, which I do not want. But if I don't say anything and let them keep following me and talking about me, they're just going to keep ruining my life, and people are going to think I'm hiding something. So I just decided to report them to the police and document any further harassment.
Please report summary, stalking and harassment, Max Strike Matt. I am reporting ongoing stalking, harassment, impersonation, defamation by blah, blah, blah.
Do you wipe or just let it crust? Bidet all the way. How many drugs are you on right now? I'm caffeinated, so 1. Where did you get the audacity? Sourceforge.net? When will you delete your channel? Probably never. Why are you back? Get off the internet. It's probably healthier for all of us to get off the internet. And yet we're all still here, sadly. Why are you so weird, bro? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Maybe if you could divulge a little bit, I could answer better. If you mean personality-wise, it might have to do with my autism. I do have ASD. If you mean my
I quit. I'm done. I quit. I quit. I quit. I'm done. I'm done with the internet today. I'm done. I am done with the internet today until 10 p.m. I'm done for 8 hours on the internet. I'm going to go outside to the front yard and literally touch some fucking grass. Oh my Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Content. Why is my content so weird? I don't know. On YouTube, it felt right to be a little performative. But I can see retrospectively that people see it as cringe or like
that tank top you're wearing is cringe.
Unhinged, as a lot of people call it. It's just like, I don't know. I thought we were here to perform and make weird art projects. I didn't know that you just have to be yourself.
What's up, Saul Goodman?
Did you have a nervous breakdown? But seriously, did I? I don't think so. I know people are calling my my Mommy Z skit mental breakdown to make me look insane. But that's the character. I'm playing a commentary channel that thinks he's better than everybody else. Like you could literally, I start the entire skit with like an unhinged.
Oh my God. You know what? Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. You motherfuckers. It's motherfuckers like you. Y'all are the whole reason why I say the saying that I say. They always hate us until they need us. So when you were going around shopping your story about Blackula and the werewolf cult, who did you go to? The commentary channels. Didn't hate us then, did you? No. No, you didn't. You motherfuckers always snoot your nose at fucking commentary channels, but god damn it, as soon as you need one, we're the first motherfuckers you go to. Fuck off. God damn. I am so tired of hearing this fucking shit. Down the commentary channels who think they're right. What? Because we call you out on your bullshit and you get pissed off? Shut the fuck up. God damn. You know what? Everybody, bro, these are the same motherfuckers that will sit there and watch commentary channels. They'll be in the chat or they'll be in the bushes and they'll fucking love it. And they love the gossip. And they love to hear the shit on everybody else. But as soon as it's them, they can't fucking handle it. And all of a sudden, commentary bad. Piss off, bro. God damn.
I thought that would get the message across. I guess not, though. Just to note, he's deleting comments, even though I'm just tuning into this video. I asked about the multiple documentaries and the events that we all watched happen, and poof. So YouTube has this thing where it deletes comments on its own.
Okay.
That could be what's happening.
That is actually true. YouTube, I have been told that I have deleted comments, and I'm like, no. And I'll go and look and see if it was hidden, and it was hidden by YouTube automatically. So, Max, if you're here, get off. Shut up. Just shut up. Stop putting so much goddamn filler in your fucking video, bro.
Happening here? He's deleting replies. If I was deleting replies, wouldn't you think I would also be deleting people saying I'm deleting replies? It's just funny. People could just accuse me of something I've never done, and just people believe it. I guess that's the internet for you. Why do so many feel like you owe them something? You deserve to be and do whatever it is that you love. People are too judgmental. Please continue to be who you are. You're the first video I watched today. As soon as I looked at my phone this morning, all you can do is try. Upload video. Those that have always believed in what you're doing will be here for you. That is really heartwarming. It's sad you only have one thumbs up. Here, I'll give you another. Thank you. I'm grateful for people like you who can see what I'm trying to do. And
I guarantee you that one thumbs up was probably from themselves. Just saying.
All I can do is just keep trying and continue to be who you are.
Bye, Olivia.
Despite all the hate and hostility on the internet, you still managed to shine through. And I'm very grateful for you.
No, Olivia, you behave. How about that, Jack? Bye, Olivia. Have a good dinner. I have my roast in the crock pot. It's been cooking already since 5 o'clock this morning, so it's gonna be nice and good later.
Please respond, Max, because what breed is your dog? It's the cutest. Thank you. So I have 4 very good dogs that I love with all of my heart. First one is Ruby. She will...
Okay, I have to admit the dogs are cute. When I scrolled through, you know, just like this, when he got to the dog part, I did watch this part right here. I had to. They're dogs. They're cute. Look at Ruby. Ruby is adorable. Look at that precious face. It's too bad her daddy's a piece of shit, but she's adorable. Look at her.
Will always be my baby. I rescued her in Dallas when she was a puppy. She is currently 4 years old and is a German short hair mix.
I love her. She's so cute. She's so cute.
She is very anxious but extremely loyal. One of the best guard dogs I could ask for. Second was Mr. Ross. He is an elder dog that I rescued in Houston. He is a husky mix. He has a curly ear and almost none of his teeth. He sheds a lot of hair and I have to groom him almost every week. I don't know anything about his past. I don't even know how old he is. But he is one of the sweetest and most handsome gentlemen I have ever gotten the pleasure to know. He is currently housed with my mother, who is taking very good care of him. Third was Lottie. She is a desert dog that I rescued in El Paso. I was told she was a German Shepherd, but she never grew. So maybe she's mixed with the Chihuahua. She definitely has the attitude, but she makes the funniest faces and does the silliest shit I have ever seen.
Where is it?
But don't let her size fool you, because she's the most dominant. But she's so loving once you get to know her. And fourth was Belfgor. And this is where our story comes full circle.
Oh, that's Spencer's dog. Okay, bro. The music, really?
Belfgor represents the close.
Is In the Eyes of the Angel gonna start fucking playing? What the fuck?
Chapter for this part of my life, and he is the very reason why I'm finally able to make this video. It all began when Spencer asked if I could help her get a service dog. I've always believed dogs are among the most loving companions, and I thought one could help her learn responsibility and heal emotionally, so I agreed. Since we couldn't afford the steep cost of a trained service dog, we made a deal. Spencer would raise and train one herself. She found the breed she wanted, and soon after, we brought home this beautiful boy, Belfgor. At first, Spencer did a decent job taking care of him, but as her awareness campaign gained traction, she became increasingly consumed by the gossip and drama surrounding her, and slowly she began neglecting Belfgor. I stepped in, taking over his care, and over the course of that year, Belfgor and I formed an unbreakable bond. I loved him deeply and wanted to keep him. But when Spencer's behavior led to her eviction from our household, I felt obligated to honor our original agreement, and I let her take him. Instead of keeping him, however, Spencer raised money on Facebook to send him across the country to a friend who would train him as a service dog, and on August 14th, 2024, we forced him into a crate in the back of the animal transport. I said my final goodbye.
Bro, I hate that fucking collar y'all have around that dog. I hate those fucking collars. With the spikes on the end. On the inside. I hate those fucking collars so bad. You can train a dog and not use that type of collar. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there. You can. And if you can't, yeah, a pinch collar. I hate those fucking things.
My heart breaking as I watched him disappear. This felt like the worst thing I'd ever done in my entire life. I raised Belfgor as if he were my own. This was his home. Now, confused and terrified, he was being ripped away from everything he knew and loved. I could only imagine his fear and discomfort during those 3 long days of travel. When he finally arrived at his destination, I tried to make peace with the fact that his life was no longer in my hands. But as time passed, Spencer stopped updating us about him. Days turned into weeks, then months, and my worry grew into despair. I missed him terribly and had no idea how he was even doing.
Bitch, you're having him walk around in that fucking collar? Why is he walking around in a fucking pinch collar? Dear God in heaven.
My worry grew into despair. I missed him terribly and had no idea how he was even doing. Then one day, I noticed that a survivor of Camden, and the very same dog trainer now caring for Belfgor, was online. I reached out. Hey, how's Belfgor doing? Spencer hasn't shared much about him, but we've been thinking about him and just wanted to check in. If he needs any help with food or meds, let us know. We'd be happy to support however we can. We miss the big guy. To my relief, she responded. Belfgor was okay. I soon learned that the big guy. To my my relief, she
Notice he's not wearing a pinch collar there. You notice that? You notice? Just saying. And he's walking like a good boy. If you put a pinch collar on a dog, you don't deserve a fucking dog, because that means you can't train them on your own. And either it's the breed of dog you don't, because every breed has their own personalities. But if you need a pinch collar to breed your fucking dog, get the fuck out. You don't know how to work with that breed. You need fucking pinch collar. I hate them fucking shits.
responded. Belfgor was okay. I soon learned that Spencer hadn't been keeping in touch with her, and that Belfgor might not even be suitable for service work. I told the trainer I'd be more than happy to take Belfgor back if Spencer no longer wanted him. She explained to me that Spencer was considering rehoming him, so I immediately made my claim. But when the trainer informed Spencer of my intentions, she fought back. I sent a formal letter to both Spencer and the trainer, asserting my legal ownership over Belfgor. All his paperwork was under my name. Spencer retaliated, threatening a restraining order if I didn't back down. Then came some devastating news. Belfgor had run away from a dog sitter and was now in the custody of an animal shelter. The trainer assured me this was my best chance to reclaim him. But before I could act, Spencer sent me a cease and desist letter, trying to prevent the shelter from releasing Belfgor to me. I fired back with my own cease and desist, declaring my rightful ownership and
What? Oh my God!
my determination to bring him home. Spencer's threats wouldn't stop me. I was going to get my dog back, no matter what.
You see the tears in his eyes? Oh God, the only reason why I'm not bitching him out for this, because to be honest, okay, I'm not gonna lie. To be honest, I would have done the same shit. I would have went and got that fucking dog. Not gonna lie. Okay? And if I had a bunch of paperwork that was in my name for that dog, and that dog was sitting in the shelter, I would have drove and got his ass too. All right? Not even gonna lie. That's the kind of way I am with animals. All right? So I have to agree with it. I would have done the same thing. I mean, look, if I had the paperwork, all right, and I'm like, bitch, give me my dog back. It was your dog by name only, but the paperwork was in my name and you ain't fucking taking care of him. Now he's in a shelter. Nah, that fucking dog is mine. I'm going to go get it. Fuck you. You coming home with me. Shit. I'm just saying. What if this is Camden trapped in his wolf animal? Shut up, Stan. Shut up, Stan. I see the joke you're making, and I'm ignoring you. Oh my God, he's still crying. Oh, this is so fucking dramatic though, bro.
Come here, buddy. You remember me? Yeah.
Okay, obviously he was good with the dog because the dog remembers him. And like kissing his face. I have to give it to him. I have to give it to him, okay? He saved the dog. Yeah, and the dog is actually happy to see him. You're still a piece of shit, Max. Don't get me wrong, okay? You're still a piece of shit. But two things I will give you. One, I don't think they should have messaged that charity or whatever it was that you were working with the kids. You shouldn't have been fired for that. And 2, it seems like you really take care of your animals and the dog loved you. All right. That's the only 2 things I will give you. That's it. Everything else, you're a piece of fucking shit. But I'll give you this.
Oh, I miss you, buddy. I miss you, buddy. Oh, good boy. Good boy.
He a big boy.
I am beyond happy right now. Wow. He recognized me out here. I wish I had recorded it. He's not in great shape either. Like, he looks really hungry. Happy boy, happy boy. No, buddy, no, buddy. No, buddy, don't do that. I'll make you some water, okay? Whoa. Good boy. Good boy. No, stop. You gonna go pee?
Oh, yeah, he a big boy. He definitely has Great Dane in him. Look how big he is.
Sometime today? It's pretty chilly out here, dude. Let's get it going, okay? It's clean. Are you clean, buddy? No, bud. What the fuck is that? No. No. God. Already.
Okay. Okay, bro. Is the rest of this the dog? Jesus.
Good morning, Belf. Good boy. Hey there. Hey, bud.
Okay. Don't let this deter you from the fact that Max is using this for manipulation at the end of the video. So hopefully you forget all the bullshit of the 2 hours and 22 minutes before it. Okay? Honestly, Nicole, this is the only Max content I've ever enjoyed too. So we're going to continue to watch it because I want to see the dog. All right. But do not get deterred that the other 2 hours and I would say, you know what? We're going to leave that alone. So the other 2 hours and 13 minutes of this video was fucking bullshit. I stand with the dog part though.
Good boy.
Evil or sinister, but it means that there are lots of different people in it who have different agendas.
Just waiting for him to poop. Good boy.
These technologies, we should have empathy for people, not just here, but in the rest of the world, who spend a lot of their time kind of scraping by to like survive, assuming we can distribute the benefits of these technologies.
Okay, so it was Christmas time.
Please poop.
Maybe.
To like survive, assuming we can distribute the benefits of these technologies.
Please poop. Please pee. It's freezing. Yummy.
Based in my learning, like I don't think I learned very well from like.
I don't know if y'all can hear, but he's peeing. Finally. For the first time all day. Good boy. Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey, mister. Good boy. Good boy. Happy boy. Come here. Come here. Good dogs. No. No. Okay. All right.
Okay, I like the dogs. Look at that old baby.
Be a good boy.
And put your angels around him and keep it safe and guide him to use it for your glory and the name of Jesus. Amen.
Now he's going home. He's not crying anymore.
Hey, dogs. Hey, dogs. Can't see shit. So to finish answering your question, Belfgor is a Great Dane Labrador mix. He's just over 100 pounds of love and affection. He enjoys going on car rides, as long as he's not cramped in a small crate with over 1,000 miles of driving, and he's been making a lot of friends at the local dog park. He's super strong and can fuck shit up like nobody's business, but after some training, he's been a gentle giant ever since. I love him so much, and I'm beyond grateful to have him back home. I'm so grateful for all of you who believed in me and waited patiently for me to give my side. But I don't blame you if you believed in all of the rumors. There's a lot of effective storytellers here on YouTube, and it's actually quite impressive how many theories can revolve around me when I really don't think I'm that interesting. But it's kind of cool, I guess, to have some level of infamy.
Oh, you are such a manipulative bastard! Jesus Christ. Shadow Star, Xylie, don't fall for it. I don't let the puppy eyes get to you. True. And the sad thing is, you know how many people fell for this part? Kind of cool, right, guys? Yep, exactly.
I'm sure you guys have thousands of more questions now, but don't worry, this video is only the first of a much larger project, and there's a lot of shit to clean up. You know, some people like to make up shit. Some people like to shit on other people. Some people like to bury their shit. But me, I just want to clean up all this shit, because there's a lot of shit out there. Thank you all so much for watching the video, and I'll be seeing you very soon. Toodles.
Bruh. What the fuck was that? Oh my God, Verse, really? Okay, you know what, Verse? We're going to expose Verse real quick before I block his ass. Verse is getting blocked, y'all. Just to let you know. Hold on. Okay. And enter. And here. And there. Look what this asshole just sent me. And then we're going to come on this. Hold on. Where's Twitter? Twitter. Oh, it kind of cuts it off, so might as well not. All right. It goes, Dear Xylie, I hope this message finds you well. I've been thinking about you lately and wanted to make a comment to check in and see how everything has been going on your end. I know you've been constantly putting time and effort into your live streams, and I'm generally curious to hear how that's been progressing for you. Have you been enjoying the experience overall? This sounds like a bad email. I'd love to know what kind of content you've been focusing on recently, how your audience has been responding, and whether the journey has been meeting your expectations or offering any surprise along the way. Matter of fact, I think I've gotten this email before. Looking forward to catch up soon. Please don't hesitate to reach out whenever you have a moment. Warm regards, Verse. I've gotten this email before, Verse. I've gotten this email before. This motherfucker. I'm going to have to block Verse now. I mean, I have to block him now, right, guys? Isn't that what I'm supposed to do? I'm going to have to block him. Holy shit. I'm going to have to block Verse. It's a sad day. It is a sad motherfucking day. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to get out of here now. I got foods to cook. Max, did you see Nick covering the Max video during the Spencer segment? No, I can tell you now. From 4 p.m. to midnight, I am literally working the locale mines. So no, I didn't see it. I saw Nick last night when Harley was in the call with him. You know what I mean? That's when I saw him. So I catch up on his segments sometimes if it's something I want to hear about. But how will he know if he can pay the remainder of the gold to make you say something stupid? Medley versus Evil. I know. I want to. Where did Nexpo Complexity? Where did Nexpo go into that stream? Because I really wanted to hear Nexpo on that stream. I know he called in, but it was like an 8 or 10 hour stream. I need to know like a timestamp of when he went in. Or like around about when he called in. All right, Stan, I'll stay here until you can give me a timestamp. It's not all that good. He just simply said, I didn't start the rumor, but I can find it. His mega file. Okay, Complexity. Can I open up that file? Because being that it's a mega file, I'm actually kind of scared to open it. Can I open it? Is it safe? I'm not even being funny by asking this question. Is it safe for me to do it? I was worried. Yes, it's DMs, pictures of video, potentially Max spreading the rumor about docs. Okay. All right, because I had somebody send me that tweet that has that link, but I was like, ooh, I don't know, bro. Have a good night, Magnetar. You're afraid of explicit images or something? I'm scared to open up a file like that I don't use that site or whatever from somebody I don't know. Netherless. You know? Yeah, I'm really picky about what I like links I hit and stuff. Yeah, I hear you, LOL. It's got nothing bad from what I've seen. I haven't read all the DMs yet, but pics are vacation pics. Okay. All right, cool. All right. Then I'll take a look at it then. He joined somewhere around 2:35. 2:35. Let me write that down. Yeah, all I needed was like a roundabout, and I'll go look when I have a chance because I can't do it right this second, but I want to write it down. Give me a second. Hold on. Nick stream. You said around 2 hour 35-minute mark. 2:35.00. Okay, cool. Thank you, Stan. I appreciate you. And please watch the Spencer segment. It's so funny. All right, I'll write Spencer segment. Now, my luck, I'll probably miss it, and he'll have it already downloaded and deleted by the time I get to it. But if not, if I do miss it, I'll just wait for the VOD to come out. All right, guys. Thank you for coming out today. Thank you for the donations. Thank you. I don't think I got any new memberships today. Did I get any memberships today? Oh, I got 2 new members today. Yes, I did get 2 new members. Thank you for all the chatters, and thank you for the people who were in the bushes. I appreciate you. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I got to finish dinner, and I got to get ready and do my thing for the lolcow mines. So I will talk to y'all already. Oh, yeah, I know it's unlisted. I have it saved. I learned how to work around Nick's unlisting. All right, y'all have a good night. Peace out. No, wait, wrong song. Nope, this song. Maybe, if I turn the volume up.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no